Before the success stories, the progress, there was you. You who made a choice to grow, to inspire, to overcome your own challenges. At NASM, we're in service of your limitless potential because when you keep growing, we all get stronger. And we'll never stop making your journey our mission. Join the fitness leader. Become a fitness leader. Become a certified personal trainer.
You're listening to the NASM-CPT Podcast with Richey, winner of the Sharecare Emmy Award for Social Storytelling and the official podcast of the National Academy of Sports Medicine.
And welcome to the NASM-CPT Podcast. My name is Richey, and today I want to do a gym etiquette follow-up based off of a email or a DM on Instagram that somebody sent me. And I like these because the one about gym etiquette, I probably got a lot of people that reached out to me and were like, oh my goodness, that annoys me too. That's a pet peeve of mine. But there are some people that came back, and this gentleman just came back with several things that he wanted to talk about. And so one was the fact that I had gotten in the nausea podcast that I did, where we were talking about nausea, and I had gotten nauseous while doing a free or complimentary session. And anyway, somebody at the gym he's been a member of for 30 years found out that he was a NASM certified trainer, and they refused to give him his free session. And listen, I guess I understand that, because sometimes people don't want to give free sessions because they think, oh, you are a trainer, you're a member here, and I can't kick you out. But there's an intimidation factor, not as a trainer, but really more as a gym who doesn't like the idea of trainers working out at their gym that are not their trainers, because they don't want other people to come to them and be like, hey, you're a trainer. Can you tell me more about what you do? And maybe they start training with that trainer outside of the gym. So I get where they're coming from. There's no harm, no foul on that one. It is up to them if they decide that that's what they want to do. However, there's some other things that he brought up in his message to me that I want to talk about. But before I do, let's also talk about the complimentary session. There are some people that are anti-complimentary sessions. I am not anti-complimentary sessions, but I own my own training business, and I don't do free sessions. Now, at a gym, the gym is basically trying to create an orientation session to you as a member. So when you start at a new gym and it's a corporate gym and they're offering complimentary sessions, then it's upon the trainer to be like, hey, welcome to the gym. Let me show you around. Ask me questions. I'm going to give you a little pitch on personal training. And if you want to do it, great. And if you don't want to do it, I'll see you around the gym. Make sure you say hi to me as you come through. And I think that that's an important way to handle the situation. But as a gym owner or as a business owner, I don't do complimentary sessions because I am well established. I'm not giving an orientation to the gym. I am providing a service. And the service that I do in my first session might be the most important one, which is an assessment that lets me identify what are the best means and ways for us to go about training you. So that is of value, probably as much or more as the training sessions that subsequently follow. So with that said, what about complimentary sessions? If you do it, do it. I'm not upset about it. I just have the group of people that come to see me, they come to see me not expecting anything for free. If you go to a gym, orientation sessions are offered, then that is a great way for a lot of new trainers, relatively new all trainers that have been around for a long time, to get exposure to the members that are coming in. And it is a numbers game. The more of those you do, the more you're going to build your clientele. So there should be really like fights for those complimentary sessions at corporate gyms. So if you work at a corporate gym and your fitness manager is saying, We've got several new people who have started this week who have enrolled. Who wants to do some enrollment complementary orientation sessions? Every single hand should go up. And I'm telling you this because I used to love to do them when some people were like, nah, I don't really want to do it. I don't feel like it. I'm just vibing. You know what I mean? I don't really feel like doing it. I just want to be at the gym and not work. And so I've mentioned this on the podcast. People like to train with trainers that are training, and they don't know that you're doing a complimentary session. So the more comp sessions you're doing, the more it looks like you're training, which means the more people who are interested in training are going to want to train with you. So do more sessions. Not only is it a numbers game, it is an influence game. And you are influencing more people to see you and how you engage with people and the work that you do and the charisma that you have, Riz. I see you. So what is the purpose of it? The purpose of it is exposure for you to build your business and for people to feel comfortable coming in and when they see you to ask you questions. And you should be there for that. So I think that that's great. Do the complimentary sessions if they are offered in your gyms. Now, whether or not you do a complimentary session because you own your own training business, that's up to you. If that's part of your promotions and how you get yourself out there and it works for you, do it. Otherwise, I would say the value of every session that you do is more than $0. So I encourage a lot of times for people who are well established to charge for every session that they do. Now, this person goes on to say, I've been a member at this location for almost 30 years and has kind of gone through different ownership and brand changes. But the complaint here is that out of dozens of trainers, there's only one who smiles and says hello to me. The others won't even make eye contact. I'm not looking to make friends at the gym here, but some acknowledgement of people you see several days a week for years would be nice. All right. So I'm going to follow up. I was a fitness manager at a gym in South Beach, Miami for a little while. And it was a new gym. We had just opened the gym and I was brought in to be the fitness manager to open said gym. So when that gym was opened, after a few months, and it had already come about that I was going to leave Miami and move back to New York City, somebody had written a complaint to the general manager and it gets sent up to the regional manager. And the complaint said something similar to this. You're very expensive. You have very nice equipment, but nobody's nice to me. Nobody says hi. Nobody smiles. Nobody greets you when you come in except the front desk who says hello. But when you're out in the gym, there are people that work at the gym and none of them say anything except for one guy who is the fitness manager, whose name is Rick. I'm telling you, that is one of my proudest and most upsetting emails to get because I was the fitness manager and I didn't recognize that. Maybe because I'm out, I'm saying hi and I'm greeting people, and maybe I'm doing that because I want people to see me do that and maybe they'll follow suit. But it wasn't really the vibe of the gym to particularly be friendly. And I really didn't like that about the gym. Now, I'm not saying interrupt people, just like be kind. And kindness and niceness is totally different than just ignoring somebody. So a nod, a smile in somebody's direction, I think that goes a long way. So, and sometimes people just aren't a wink and a nod kind of, hey, what's going on, man? Then just say hi. Let them know, hey, what's up? I've seen you before. My name's Rick. I just want to say hi. If you need anything, let me know. That kind of stuff, as casual as that, where it doesn't come across as you trying to pitch or sell anything to anyone, is simply a means to open the door. So the etiquette here is the friendliness that should exist as you experience, as your members experience the gym. And there are some people where they're like, the distance makes them more intriguing. So oh, they're cool and they don't say hi, and I don't expect them to because they look like that. Well, maybe because I'm not that guy that looks like that I have to smile to get attention. Hey, I'm actually just really interested in how interested you are in being here. And if I can make your day, your workout, your experience a little bit better, or if you're a little bit lost, you don't know how to do something, or you just come to a place and you see somebody on the regular, like you get the nod. A little nod. I see you. I know who you are. Give me a fist bump or something. Just acknowledge me. So I'm with you. I am with you on that one. There's no doubt about that. And then the last thing, and this is an irksome one for me, which is why I decided to bring this up and not just address the other ones. But he says, while I know it's not their job, the trainers do not put equipment away. Let me stop you right there. What? How is that not their job? That is the job of every single trainer that comes into any corporate gym, is to help keep the gym clean and tidy. Now, it doesn't mean like they're the ones that are necessarily scrubbing the tile in the showers. That's not the kind of clean I mean. But most people have cleaning responsibilities. You need to wipe down this area and make sure all the equipment's put away in this area. That's your zone for the day. That tends to be a requirement. But it says the gym has gotten increasingly disorganized. I'm frustrated because I'm having to search for equipment, or I trip over black plates that are on a black floor with some dim lighting. And I write the managers again, and I wish I didn't have to. I'm just used to trainers at other gyms being helpful and re-racking weights here. But I pick up after others more than they do. As you mentioned, ideally members would put things back. However, I think these trainers would circulate more, put things away, and give members friendly reminders. It would be helpful. Am I off base here? You, my friend, are not off base. So one of the things that I've mentioned in multiple podcasts, but it's been a while, so I'm going to bring it up. When I was first a trainer, I was bored out of my gourd. I went nuts. I was 3 to 11 was the shift that I had, and it was 4 or 5 days a week. And I wasn't training anybody. I'd just gotten a job as a trainer, and I had a zone to clean, and I would go and clean that zone. And though I hate it, there was something about it where I was like, I hate that I'm a trainer, but now I'm on my hands and knees and I'm wiping the bottom railing of treadmills. I just don't feel like that's my job, and it's not what I want the members seeing me do, because it's like I felt like it was not necessarily beneath me, but if somebody sees me doing that, then how am I the one that they're going to want to train with? This is the mindset I had. But that mindset did not overpower my sense of boredom, and I want to do things rather than not do things. So once I got started cleaning, I just keep on cleaning. I clean the treadmill next, and the next one, and finally I'm in somebody else's zone cleaning, and then I'm downstairs putting weights away because I'm bored out of my mind. And it was strange because I had gotten so many clients, and the majority of people I got early on, I got because they told me that I seemed to be the only trainer that did anything. And that really took me off guard, because I thought, well, maybe the one that's standing there doing nothing is even more interesting than the one that's on hands and knees cleaning up the floor and putting weights away and re-racking. And that wasn't the case at all. I was under the wrong impression that people love to see you taking care of the space that you are in. They love to see you taking care of the space you're in, to the point now that every time I come into the gym, I take every weight and I flip them, all the dumbbells, so the numbers are face up. I do it every time. Every time, and to the point where I'm a little OCD and it starts to drive me crazy if I don't see the numbers in the up position. Why? Because it looks so good. And think about this when you go into a new gym. Think about a new gym, the lights have just been turned on, and you're able to be the first one to walk into that facility. And you look out, and what do you see? Probably not handprints of chalk on the floor, which I talked about in my last one, but all the weights are where they're supposed to be. All the weights are lined up. They are pretty. It's clean. All of those things. When you walk in the door and you're like, whoa, that looks great. Doesn't mean that you can't appreciate a dingy gym with older equipment and they're not face up and that there's chalk on the floor. It doesn't mean you can't appreciate it, because there's something appreciable about those things and the vibe that it gives. But I'm talking about general fitness club experience. What do you want to see? What does that look like if you close your eyes and you're like, this is my gym, I open the doors and this person walks in? What do they see? And then what experience can you provide to the people that most closely mimic that, which falls in brand with the company that you work for? So are you off base that trainers could circulate more and put things away? I don't think you're off base at all. I would be shocked. And certainly as a fitness manager, they would not last long under my employee, because I was very focused on how the gym looked and the experience that you gave to the people that came in the doors. And the first experience is how clean it is. And then the second experience is, do they feel like they can call upon you? So one of the things that I would also encourage trainers to do is not only work out during off-peak times, but also, like, you didn't have to wear your uniform when you worked out. And we found that a lot of times many people were more likely to say something to you when you weren't in uniform than when you were in uniform, because it didn't feel like you were answering because it was your job. Now, they ask you questions because they know you're a trainer, but it didn't feel like you were going to sell them something, which made it easier to sell them something. And I thought that worked pretty well. Thanks for listening. I appreciate your time. Like, subscribe, share with your fitness friends and family, and leave a 5-star review and comment. Let us know what you think, and that helps to raise our exposure on the podcast platform. So if you could do that, it's greatly appreciated. Just take some time right now and do it. Thank you so much. And if you want to reach out to me like this person did, please do hit me up on Instagram at dr.rickrichy, or email me rick.richey@nasm.org. Y'all keep inspiring people to fitness. Thanks for listening. This has been the NASM-CPT Podcast.